morning, y'all. I'm out here. It's about 7, 7:15, 7 in the morning. It's foggy as hell here in Louisville. Early rise and grind. I want to be out here earlier than this, but hey, good morning. I want to elaborate on a topic that I was listening to on YouTube by one of the conscious brothers. And it's talking about the whole role with men and women and in the game or whatever. Unfortunately, it's a beautiful thing if you can get to where, it isn't a game, and y'all can be, wholeheartedly trust each other. That's the goal. But then between y'all, that's the way I feel like it should be, But there is certain positions and things that, a man and women need to do in a relationship. And but once y'all have y'all trust established and is mastered, y'all roles as the king and the queen in the game of chess. Let's say, the relationship is the game of, it's the game of chess. Well, life is the game of chess, really, and I see it a little different. Like, life itself is the game of chess, and then, your roles as king and queen is, that's your, your family, your whatever allies and everything that you have, and then you the king or whatever. But I think that, yes, the queen, and this lady has said one thing: the queen is the most powerful piece in the game. She is the most vicious player. She can maneuver all directions and for however long, for many distances, however far she wants to. See, that the king and the queen they share one ability that is very common, and that is the ability to move any direction they want to move. But the king can only move one spot at a time. So, in other words, what that means is that, to me, I'm trying to put this together, and I'm doing this on the fly. You and the queen, the king and the queen, share the same plan, the same objective. Y'all can maneuver the same way. Y'all can go any direction y'all want to go. But the queen has the power to go further. She has the power to reach further. And that could be, described as the charm and seduction that a woman has. Us men, we don't necessarily, have that. But what my point is this: as Shakti, as a whole, if you look at it in the whole Hindu belief system, you have Shiva and Shakti. Shakti was the power, which is the divine feminine, and Shiva is the holder of the power, the divine masculine. So really, what it all boils down to is this: you're a man, you're a king, right? you have to prove that you are a worthy enough leader to have that power. Because you see it's so common nowadays, and I mean it's an annoying thing to see. I mean it gets on my nerves. You see it's so common nowadays. You got men out here who have power. They have power against a woman, a good woman at that. And they don't know how to maneuver the right way with that power. They don't know how to use that power. They waste that power. They abuse that power. They squander that power. You know what I'm saying? So you don't deserve that power if you don't know how to use it, direct it properly. If you don't know how to harness it properly. You know, and this may sound a little bit like, okay, we got to control our women, but when at the grand scheme of things, if she is a righteous woman, she understands that it isn't about control. It's about making the proper moves and making the proper. So, yeah, if she is a righteous woman, then she realizes that it's not just about, like about being being controlling. And the queen herself will realize to not abuse her own power as well, and don't use her power against her king, because that defeats the whole purpose of winning the game of chess, winning in life. You know what I'm saying? So, this is one important thing about, I think, about life and a relationship between our men and women out here. You have to prove that, in other words, and if you got a righteous, if your woman has got a righteous mentality about her, she is going to, recognize the king in you, and it's all about the decisions in the mind of the man.
Continue on Greenwood Road for half a mile.
It's not all about, yeah, of course you gotta be strong. Yeah, you need to have some strength and physical attributes to you.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Sky Blue Avenue.
But it's more so about your mind and your decision making, your leadership skills. Is she?
Turn right onto Sky Blue Avenue.
Do you make her feel comfortable enough listening to you and following you? Are you making or do you have a strong enough mind and willpower to overcome certain temptations and make responsible decisions that's gonna greater forward y'all kingdom? Only then, if you are able to consistently do that, should you have the power of your queen, which is your righteous queen. That's all I got to say about that for right now. Connie Rod, the Dark Horse, Sunset. Silence is necessary. Don't tell him who you are. Ashe.